Typically, peaches, as other stone fruits, are pruned to the open center form. And while it's a good form, it has a host of problems, especially with peaches. Mainly, peaches cast a dense shade on themselves, thus getting small fruit, poorly colored fruit with low sugar. So in the 80s, the 1980s, at the Kearney Ag Center in the Central Valley, they developed a unique and simple training system for peaches. It's called the perpendicular V, and it's pretty logical in its name. You simply have two arms that run in a V shape, and they run perpendicular to the row. Hence the name, perpendicular V. Now this gives a lot of advantages. It gets way more, it reduces the canopy, so you're going to have reduced yield per tree, but instead of putting the trees as they are in an open center form at 15, 18, 20 feet apart, you can put them 5, 6 feet apart. So your close spacing of the trees more than compensates for your lower fruit poundage per tree. But the real selling point on this form, the perpendicular V, is that you get so much more sunlight into the interior of the canopy. What do you get from more sunlight? You get bigger fruit, highly colored fruit, and more sugar. People buy with their eyes, so big, colored, sweet fruit sells. Let's just take a look at this tree a little closer now. Let's zero in on one of the arms of this perpendicular V peach here. As you can see, you have your primary scaffold going up and out at about a 60-80 degree angle, and your peaches bear exclusively on lateral branches, and they have a unique pattern of bearing. In the first year, let's look at this branch here, a shoot will grow, as you see here. And let's look down here. In the second year, it'll bear fruit. So that's the progression. Grow vegetatively one year, fruit the second year. But here's the rub. In the third year, the fruit buds die out. So you have to be constantly renewing your lateral fruit-bearing wood. And you do this by simply, once a branch has borne in the summer, in its second year, in that following winter, you stub it and regrow it. If you can see here, there's a pruning wound there. I did that last January, and subsequently we have 1 and 2 shoots here. Don't really need that one. So this is my next year's crop. This is my this year's crop. At the end of this season, I'll stub that and regrow it. Next year, I'll fruit this, and the following winter, I'll stub it and regrow it. So it's an alternation or a rollover system. A lateral grows one year, fruits the second year, stub back after that, regrows and fruits, and on.